Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me. This is your soul bond reading. So it most definitely I'm gonna picking up some significant relationship, some significant bond, a significant connection in your life. It doesn't have to be it's just significant. It doesn't have to be any specific kind of relationship, okay? So let's see what we got. I already got the jumpers and put it on the table. Transformation. We got seven of fire, air, moon. This card came so quickly. Usually it takes at least 15 to 20 minutes for me to get all the cards, but for you it just I feel like that something needs to come out. It's like that kind of call. Not a major arcana. We got three major arcana here. Transformation, which is like a death card in regular tarot. Seven of fire, queen of fire, and nine of water. These two came together, and then high priestess. Okay, let's see what's going on. I feel like that you are finding, yeah, with the seven. I'm gonna come to this. I feel like first there, it just came to my mind. Something just. I feel like I need to address this first, then transformation, because that's what the transformation is happening here. Seven of air and the moon. I feel like that there is a lot of emotion that came on surface, and it made things clear. Sometimes, like emotional purging is very, very important. Like, I'm just gonna give you a basic example, like printers, like printers which prints stuff. You will see in the settings it said that deep cleaning has to happen by using their own, like the ink from the printer. You cannot clean it that deep from outside. Same with the moon. Sometimes in order to understand emotion, you need to go deep and uncomfortable emotion that come on surface in order to clear out certain kind of misunderstanding, a certain kind of fogginess, so that you can understand your emotion. Seven of air. This card, every time I look at this, I feel crowded. I feel that there's too many birds around this person. I just feel crowded. It just feel congested. It just feels just too many. That's the initial reaction, the initial energy I'm picking up on from this. I really feel that you have, with this connection, regarding to this connection and your life in general, like how you process emotion and understand your surroundings, there have been too many things. It doesn't have to be too many different aspects, but the too many different things per se, but it's just too many different understanding of the same thing. Maybe this relationship, because we are in a soul bond relationship, so I'm just going to focus on the relationship part, bonding part, and connection part. This connection really, it felt like it could be anything. There was no clear cut understanding. Clear cut doesn't mean that black and white. Clear cut means having that clarity. You did not have that clarity. One day you feel like, okay, this is this way, I'm gonna take it in this way. Air is all about thought, our mental faculty. Next day you feel like, no, maybe this is not the way it gonna go, maybe it's gonna go this way. Like different aspect. Not necessarily there's a bad aspect, it's just a different aspect. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I want it very airy, kind of very kind of, like not too ground, like not too, I don't want to domesticate this bond. Next day you feel like, no, but I want somebody, I want their company, I want to be with them, like in physically every day, like physical, like in a material way. And then, like those kind of different kind of thought, different kind of aspect, how you can take this connection into where those kind of things kind of came to you, and it created a lot of emotional I'm not gonna say turmoil, but there was a lot of emotional back and forth towards it. Because when your mind is so back and forth, your emotion also goes, like, even though you feel it or not, that's up to you. Because if you are not letting yourself feel those emotions, then you are not gonna feel all these ups and downs that happening in our heart. But if I feel like with the moon card, you did make yourself feel that, and you went through a little bit of wavy roller coaster here. And that's what the transformation and the call is. I'm feeling that you were kind of, you did not lose your cool, even though it was a lot to take on, even though it was a lot that was happening in your mind. But I somehow I'm getting with this moon card that you kind of handled it, you kind of approached it in a kind of calmer way. I'm getting a lot of calming energy from this moon. Even there's not necessarily comfortable energy, but you kind of handle this uncomfortable emotional resurface or surfacing energy with a kind of calming way. And that's why you are, because you did not freak out, because you did not try to shut yourself down, because you did not try to block your own emotion. I feel like that, you really get into this really, like call and transformation, both are like a regeneration, both are like a major changes. Death and call is like a judgment, is like a new day after death, like that kind of thing. It's like call is judgment in regular tarot. So I really feel that there is, you can see that something new is happening within you. It's maybe not yet to be seen by others, but you can feel that there is something sparkling, something is igniting in you, and which kind of surprise you. You feel like that's why, because you did not freak out, did not because you did not block this resurfacing and all this, you kind of handled it like pro. You feel, you really, like with the seven of air and the moon, you like, okay, this is how I'm gonna feeling, and I'm gonna approach it slowly, but I'm not gonna avoid it. That was your approach. And with that, you are really getting something new, almost like a new understanding of yourself and new understanding of this connection is coming to an, and it's like almost like you are getting these signs, this that that how this connection is transforming. You are transforming within, but at the same time this connection, because connection is between two people, right? If you are transforming, the equation is also changing, right? Because two people involved, is one person is changing within, the overall equation, overall relationship, overall connection, overall bond is gonna be affected by it. So it's like you are seeing a little bit of like a new spark, something that you did not expect within yourself, but it feels very nice, it feels very, you are very curious to know this new sensation, a new sense of you kind of brewing inside you, very, it's very internal, and it feels very nice. And you feel that this change is gonna bring something much more bigger and better, um like, you feel like this connection gonna go really good. After this you feel very good. When you feel very good, you also think that goodness, and it's like kind of everything is kind of coming in place right now. So you feel very good inside, and you really feel that now this connection gonna go somewhere where you always wanted to be. Now it's ready, now the call is here, now and you feel like that you are like honking this horn, like with not like a cacophony, but a more like a symphony, kind of very soothing to hear. And you are like, okay, this is the time, now this connection gonna go, it's gonna bloom like a flower in spring, that kind of I'm getting. It's like you are getting very, you are feeling very good about this connection, you're feeling very very good about this connection. Because in past, in recent past, you have been like, you thought all sorts of way, you went a different direction about this connection, but You really took your time and really tried to understand and feel, not only just understand, not only just use your mind faculty, but really feel through this emotion. That's why there's this change are happening. This is, I feel like, that's what, this is very beautiful, this transformational seven of fire unicorn, which is also like this symbol. This is a, this is not a real animal, it's like a mythological, it's like, and this animal also always kind of get associated with Aquarius sign because of its uniqueness, because of its like like really see the bigger picture, really have that spiritual awakening. And you feel that, that's why you feel so good. You really feel that something, you're you are feeling very unique about yourself. You're feeling that the way you handle, the way you approach this situation, you know that not many people can do that with that kind of calmness, groundedness, at the same time not avoiding anything, really confronting the core issue. And you feel very proud of yourself. But this proudness, this pride does not come from ego. It comes from the sense that you see that you yourself, you see you are quite unique personality, and you acknowledging that maybe before you had hard time to accept your own talent, accept how advanced in understanding you are compared to your peers, family, or the people you see on your day-to-day life. You are accepting your own talent. You are accepting that you have the capability to endure a rough time with a very calm and composed way, to really understand and not to break under pressure. You are realizing that. And that makes you feel very good. It gives you certain sense of confidence back. It definitely gives you certain sense of confidence. And this unicorn is looking at this transformation, and this is you. You're like inner child is looking at this something so beautiful, something is transforming inside. And your outer side, like your mature person, your mature self, is looking at this your inner self, which is like a, you know childlike wisdom. Everything is possible if you really know how to make those things possible, if you really know how things works, if you have the patience and wisdom and courage and bravery to really put time and effort into it and not to avoid that. Your inner child not all knows all this. Your outer mature self is now, I know this is some supposed to be soul bond, but this is more focused on your energy, because that's what the soul bond is. Not soul bond is what is comes from very within. So if you don't, if you something is really bothering us as a person, soul bond is not going to happen. So that is why, that all the energy is kind of flocking towards you, Aquarius. And your mature self is looking at this your inner self, and it's just more it looking at this inner self, it gets more bright. Your mature self, your outer self, how you project, like your, like how you think about yourself, your identity, your image, and not about the inner child one, but your mature self. And it feels very, you accepting your talent, you realizing that how unique you are and how composed you can be. And I think you also realize that no matter how hard the situation is, no matter the how pressure there is, you have a certain kind of understanding of the situation, which gives you a certain sense of endurance, which provides also composure, and that makes you feel very unique. And you are really basking in that energy and really enjoying this is making you feel extremely good. So these are all your energy, and I feel like this is their energy. Definitely their energy. They have been waiting. They have been waiting for you. They have lot of passion, love, but they are very silent. They are not very talkative. They are not very verbally expressive, but they are very passionate. When they express it, they express through body. Mm-hmm. I really, oh my god, I'm getting all these personality traits. I'm gonna go into their soul, but I'm just getting a lot of visceral personality. I'm also feeling like that they are the kind of person who looks very, like, tough, looks very reserved on the outside, but they are extremely sensitive. When you guys actually talk about emotion and sensitivity, maybe most of the time they are the one who is always like crying, but not like crying out of sadness, but they feel just so much. In order to for them to say anything or do anything, they have to cry first. I'm getting that kind of energy. But they're very very confident, and they have been they have been looking at you. They have been staring at all this struggle that you have been going through, and they have lot of respect for you. They feel like they have lot of respect for you because the way you came out of it, it just, for them, it's just extremely admirable. They hold a lot of love for you. They just wanna, oh my god, I don't know, I hardly get, I don't channel this kind. I'm really saying, hearing that they're telling me to tell you that they're waiting for you. If you have any doubt, if you're connecting with this, if you have any doubt whether your person is waiting for you or not, they are waiting for you. Oh, they also told me, I'm waiting by the doorstep. They have a lot of love for you. They had more confidence in you when you lacked confidence in yourself. They always had that. But they wanted you to go through this and figure it out by yourself, so that you know for sure. They don't want to impose or imply any kind of understanding of them, of you, onto you. But they always had this trust and believe in you. Oh my god, I'm getting so many messages from this Queen of Fire. They want you to be this unicorn that you are, nothing less. They absolutely admire you. They want you to be this unicorn that you are. They always knew that you are a unicorn, but you never knew. That's I picked up in the beginning. You did not. It was hard for you to understand your own talent or acknowledge your own talent. Maybe you are just a kind of humble kind of person. They are very emotionally self-sufficient. They are very very self-sufficient, but at the same time they don't need you. I mean, it's not that they don't. I mean, if you guys are not together in material world, it will not like they're gonna, like, stop eating and go into the depression and kind of completely ruin their life. Not like that. They have their own life. They have full belief in you, and they are very content with their own emotion, because they know. They are like, no, they are very intuitive. They are very very intuitive. They are also very emotional, but extremely intuitive. They know how to open your heart. Maybe nobody got that kind of hold of your heart like they did, because they know exactly how to open your heart. They feel like they are the one who holds the key. But they don't share their emotion on the surface. The only way they can share their emotion by crying. I'm just getting, not all the time. When you guys talk something very emotional or some kind of argumentative, when lot of energy is involved, they cry. But their crying is not a sense of any kind of whatever we perceive crying, weakness or whatnot. I never perceive that, but I'm saying that if you perceive that, that's not the thing. It's just their expression. They have lot something to do with water, tears, and that's their strength. They're extremely intuitive. They're there, and they're there right under there where you had the problem, right? And they were there all along through this journey. They are there all along through this journey. They knew that you are the unicorn. They knew that. Yeah, I'm getting this, like this high priestess there. Who are you dealing with, Capricorn? Sorry, not Capricorn. Aquarius. I don't know why is it Capricorn. I don't know. Maybe Capricorn energy, Capricornic energy has something to do with you. But this high priestess, like I feel like really there is them. They're extremely intuitive. They are very much in tune with their emotion and feelings. They may do some kind of healing work or artist. They're extremely intuitive, but they are not very talkative. They are not very communicative. They communicate through energy, not through words. That's why every time, maybe you know in past when you talk to them in a charged up emotion, they cry because they word doesn't come to them, because they translate their energy into this world through, like like communicate their energy into the world through energetic vibration. They are very, very intuitive, and they just want to tell me that I knew. Tell Aquarius that you are the camera. God, something is happening, Aquarius. I'm constantly cannot say. I again tried to say Capricorn. Now I forgot this. It's unicorn, and now I'm kind of constantly getting confused with Capricorn and unicorn. It's never happened. Is something, maybe you are dealing with some kind of Capricornic, heavy Capricornic energy there. Aquarius, you got somebody who really wants your good, who see you as unicorn, and they want you to stay in that unicorn energy so that you can achieve, you can get all this kind of impossible things, not only just material achievement, accolades, rewards, awards. No, inner like person that you want to be, because they see that, they already saw that. That's why you feel that this connection, you feel that with that call, you feel that you are getting close to that. Because okay, now I'm seeing what's happening, because they are so intuitive. Before, because they are not very communicative, you got it got into your head. You could not understand, and it just threw you up the balance, and you were like constantly asking, what is this, what is that, maybe this relationship, this connection can go this way, that way, this way, because you did not have the solid grasp, because you until then, at that time, you did not tap into your spiritual energy, which is unicorn. But now you do. So now you're feeling so good inside, because now you understand what this, such a powerful connection this is. You understand that, because before you could not tune into your unicorn, and you got into your head, it riled up your emotion, but you handled it like a champ, because you are a unicorn inside. So your unicorn took a time little bit to come out, but it did nonetheless. And that's why you feel like this connection gonna, I'm almost feeling like that you are so happy. If you're not right now, you're gonna feel so happy. It's almost like you just wanna go to the top of the floor and the shout of your, like, with your full strength of your lungs, and just tell everybody on this earth, that how much you are connected with this person and how significant it is. You almost feel like this is the best thing that can happen in your life, because and after you tuning into this Capricorn, I don't know, I never have this, I don't know what is going on. It's maybe one person, it has a huge Capricornic energy here. It's like this unicorn is now like ready. It's almost like, look at this. Now comparing what I said, like standing on top of the roofs, top of the, stop like top of the mountain, and really like, okay, this is me, and look at this person. You wanna, it's almost like you have so much understanding of this connection, and it cleared out all your brain, like all this seven of swords kind of energy out of your system. Alright, I hope you get something out of it, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye.